Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Hillary and I am the fabulous owner of Wild Orange Emporium. Again, thank you for tuning in. I'm hoping to be able to bring you reselling information, tools, tricks, videos of thrift hauls and actually thrifting with me. And then also what sold videos. I have a store on eBay called Wild Orange Emporium, and I have been selling for about a year. I first started reselling probably in 2019. My daughter and I like to attend Briar Fest, which is a plastic pony show, so to speak, and it's so much more. But I won an auction there at Briar Fest, and that auction was I think it was 10 Briar horses were made, and so a very special glossy Briar model, and we decided to auction it off on eBay, and I think it ended up selling for $1,200. Briar horses are great collector items if you can find the unique ones. So anyways, with the pandemic going on, I started thinking about, well, what do I want to do? I was a stay-at-home mom for many years, and my girls are in college, and what do I want to do with my life? So I'm a nanny part-time. Hi, Penny and Camille. But I thought, I have a relative that sells on eBay, and she does amazing. And I remember she'd been doing it for years and never really thought about it. And the Briar horse was like, well, why not? If I can sell this on eBay, why not sell some other things? So I started thinking about it, and then I got offered a job at a tax office. And so I thought maybe I'll do eBay part-time, work at the tax office part-time, and see how that works. Well, then the pandemic hit. I got laid off, and I had been thrifting, so I had what's known as a death pile, and I will show that some other time because it's still over there. I'm in my basement, the Bat Cave, or the we call it the Pit of Despair. So I decided to continue to do the eBay. Was laid off from the tax office for about a month, and they asked me to come back. Well, then April 15th came around, and as everyone knows, they extended the tax date to July. So I ended up working for 7 months at the tax office. Had a great experience, but I really realized I love selling on eBay. I joke that when I was a kid, I grew up underneath the Burnside Bridge in Oregon. My mom had a booth at Saturday Market and sold fiber arts, sweaters, amazing unique pieces that she made, and my sister and I got to run around Saturday Market. But I've always loved reselling. I do not have an artistic side to me. My girls do. So the aspect of thrifting, I was taught from my family, material. My mom with her crocheting and my grandmother with her sewing. I could understand what's good quality. My grandmother worked at I can't remember the name of it, a department store in Portland. And so we knew what was quality clothing, and they would go garage selling or to Red, White, and Blue and go thrifting. And I hated it most of the time. I'd like to stay back with my grandfather and watch TV or hang out with him. But when I did go, I was usually done in about 5 minutes and went back to the car and read. But as I got older and had to pay for things myself, I realized you could find some great stuff at the thrift store. But it took time. And so again, that's kind of where I got started. So again, for this channel, I would like to teach you about where to thrift, how to thrift, what to look for. I have learned so much about eBay this past year from YouTube videos and watching different people. Of course, watching Katie and Vicky, the Lavender Clothesline, Hustle at Home Mom. I love Pure Hustle podcast. So many things I didn't know about selling on eBay. Mogi Beth, all these different things. So I would love to give you tidbits and share, my style of how I do things. So I encourage you to watch other YouTubers because everyone's different. Watch YouTubers you maybe don't like or click with. There's one YouTuber I watch when my husband comes downstairs and hears her voice. He can't stand her voice. Maybe you won't be liking me or can't stand me. That's fine too. But hopefully you'll have some sort of, you'll glean something. Find that golden nugget in each video that you watch and leave a comment. I'd love to know what you'd like to learn more about. And we'll get back to you. We'll make videos like that. Oh, Lindy Glenn. She is a great resource. So there's tons of resources. And hopefully I will be that resource for you. So subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell when I have videos coming up. And again, comment. I'm also on Instagram, Wild Orange Emporium. All over the place. So there. So this video is about what sold this weekend. I have learned so many different acronyms. BOLO, Be on the Lookout, Hustle of the Week, that's a hashtag to follow, but different things. So one of the things that people like to do videos of is what sold videos. Again, I'm part-time, so I have probably about 500 listings. I would love to be able to do full-time, but I'm not giving up nannying right now. I love watching those girls. But as I get my item amount up, I've seen more consistent sales. I think that's a big thing is if you want to sell daily, I think I started selling daily when my item count got up to about 500. And I started to see consistent sales. So I would say the past month I've had a sale every day, except for Thanksgiving Day. I thought that was interesting. But that's okay. Just keep track. You'll see. It's fun to keep track of maybe what day you sell the most. I sell on eBay primarily. I added Mercari about 6 months into selling on different platforms. My main platform is eBay. And then about 6 months into selling, so this past summer, I added Mercari. And then this past month, I added Facebook Marketplace, which I had my first sale on Facebook Marketplace this past Saturday. And it was a toy bin rack, like a shoe rack, but it was sold for toy bins. And it had only about 5 tubs. It was missing some of the tubs. I sold it for just $15, but it's cash. They came and picked it up. And it's out of my basement. Trying to make some room. Then I have also added Poshmark this month, and it's a different format, different structure. I'm learning it. I do not use any of the listing services like List Perfectly or I think it's Vindu. I just don't have the money. I think it's extra $20 a month. I don't have the money right now to do it. I'm sure it's great. It's a great tool, but sometimes extra tools cost money, and I have the time. I don't list everything on Poshmark. I'm trying to use it for some of the nicer items I have. So anyways, I think I forgot to say I was going to give you a tip at the end of the video that I've used for photographs. So again, I will share that at the end of this video. So let's get into what sold this weekend. One of the first items I have is I love little plushes. And this is a little plush from Vampira. And right now I can't remember, of course, his name. It's a Disney show. But this sold on auction. And it doesn't have it listed. So you may know the name. But there he is. A lot of times here's a tip, the big bags of plush things, when I would thrift, for myself, for personally, I'm like, I am not looking in that. But now that I'm reselling, just take a glance. And I have found two puppets, animal puppets. One was a fox. I sold for $75. The whole bag that it was in, I got for $8. So a $75 puppet fox. It was it wasn't Folk Manus. It was a design from Ohio, and sorry, I should have had that information, but it's off the cuff. The Folk Manus one was a raccoon. So they are used in a lot of educational items. I sold the raccoon for $50, and that was in a separate bag next to the one with the fox, both $8. So if you look in the bag and you see something that looks so realistic, and just grab it. And if you can see the tag through the plastic bag, I was able to see the tag through the plastic bag, and I snagged it. I'm like, we'll see what happens. So I had it listed pretty high for a while, $125, and no bites, just people that were interested sent offers. And finally I dropped it down to $99, got an offer for $75 because I think I'd had the puppet for 3 months. And I'm like, I sold it for $75 to someone in Maine. Next that sold is an Adrian Vittadini lunch bag. There, new, with tags. It says lovely insulated reusable tote. Adrian Vittadini. It's very lightweight. I sold a few other things that I already packaged up. I do commission work, which, you know, some people don't recommend, but what I do is 50-50 after shipping, after the commission is taken out. And I have a friend who has some birds, some hand-carved. The one I sold this weekend was a little, it's only about this big, a Royal Worcester China Wren, W-R-E-N, cute little guy. I think he sold for $15. I shipped it out first class in a little box. So that was a lot of fun. One of my other commission items that sold this weekend was an old Town and Country magazine from 1931, November 1931. And this friend of mine is selling some of her parents' items. And she was like, I was just going to donate all this stuff. And I'm like, sure, I'll try it. I can try and sell these. I sold this for $18 along with another one. But ephemera, I think that's how you pronounce it. I watched the auction professor. He's a great resource for that, as I learn about paper, old books, old magazines, old postcards. We just watched on Netflix kind of like a docudrama, not docudrama. I wouldn't say it's totally a documentary, but maybe it's a documentary about booksellers, and it was really interesting. Most of them are based in New York, and this one bookstore these three sisters own, I love that. They inherited from their father, about selling books, and I love books. Side note, one of the things I've loved, I've always loved, why did I start eBay? One of the reasons was not just to make an income and help my girls pay for college, but I love connecting a person with a product. I am an extrovert by trade, and I love finding the right book for, the right item for a person. And for 10 years, my husband and I had a retail Christian bookstore, and that is what I love, for a customer to come in, find something that they need or want, and I'm able to help them find that right product. And so it kind of fills that niche with eBay. I don't have the customer interaction the same. I think that's why I wanted to do YouTube, so people can interact with me. I want to hear what's going on. What are you looking for? What are you interested in the comments? And you know, what do you want to learn? What can I help you with? Sort of thing. So, okay, next what sold was RVCA hat. This was brand new. Found this down in where my daughter lives. I made her go to new with tags. I made her go to a Goodwill. I took her out, bribed her with ice cream, And I said, just let me stop into this Goodwill for 10 minutes. I mean, seriously, it's right here. And she rolled her eyes. She didn't even come in, actually. She stayed in the car eating her ice cream. But I got that on the way out. I had no idea even what that brand is, but it looked nice. It was printed and it was brand new. I got that for $1.99. Next, if you don't sell internationally, it's something to think about. Most of the time, for items that are under $50, I'll do eBay international delivery. For items that are over, I'll do the global shipping option. And if that's something you want to learn about more, I can make a video on that. But when I got shut down, I did Lindy Glenn recommend Wholesale Ninjas. So I did a Wholesale Ninja box. So this is called Find a Fix. Pull up and down. It's zip up without the help. So it's a dress zipper. You hook it onto your dress and help you. And this was another one. It's called I'm Hooked. I think they have fun names. Cute packaging. Helps you do your jewelry, your bracelet. This is going to Australia. I've had, actually, I think most of my international items have gone to Australia, which is great. I'd love to go to Australia someday. And then next, you know, a lot of the YouTube people talk about the algorithm. I am not a math person. I'm not sure how all that works. But Pure Hustle Podcast, Orlando talks a lot about, he sells one thing or makes an offer and someone buys it. The next thing he sells is very similar. So I have these duck calls. So this one came up on offer. I gave someone an offer, $2 less. Sold. And the next thing you know, someone was interested in the Duck Commander one. And I sold that. So I sold 2 different people. So that plays into that whole algorithm bit. So I sold both of those. And finally, because it's Christmas, and my last thing that sold this weekend, I've sold some other things, but they're I'm not going to show them. They're not that big a deal. But this is a Tony Romo Hallmark keepsake ornament. It was used, found it at the thrift store. He's a great commentator for the NFL now, no longer a quarterback. Great for Christmas. So that's my last item that sold. So hopefully you learned something, you can glean something. Again, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, leave a comment that I can learn what you guys would like to have more YouTube videos about. And so finally, from the Wild Orange Emporium, here is your tip of the video. When you're taking pictures, when I first got started, I had 0 to no budget. So they always recommend a white background. I have a wall here, I use a blank wall, and it's yellow, which I still use it for a lot of my clothing. I have a steamer, and I just hang the clothing on the steamer and take pictures, and it works well. But some of the flat lays for smaller items and things like that, I don't have a big fancy backdrop. That's the word I was looking for, backdrop. I think backdrops are great, but they cost money. So what I have gotten is just, hello, this is cardstock. This is a crescent one, a very thin one. You can use that. Your items look great up against it like a whiteboard. The eBay app does have a white out. You can white out the back, but I just think it's fine. The other thing I have, and I will put a link in the box down below for this item, and this is like a foam core board. Does that make sense? So it has a thin layer of paper with foam in the middle. This one is a little more beat up, but it's also bigger. This is great for shoes. And then what I'll do is, a lot of times I will put the backing up so you don't see the back of my wall and whatever's laying around down here. And then it has a nice white background. You put your shoes or your items right there. A lot of times I just lay it flush. I have a tall stool, so I'm not down on my knees or on the floor, and I will put the item like this, and I take my pictures from above. Okay, I don't have a fancy camera. I use my phone. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Just do it. You know, just do it. Take the pictures, put it out there. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. You're going to not sell something for enough money. You're going to put stuff for too much money. All kinds of things that you can do wrong, but there's all kinds of things that you can do right. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you real soon. Bye. Tschüss.